All right, Source. So I quickly rushed home from work tonight so that I can sit in front of this camera with this microphone and address you in the spiritual realm personally for each and every last blessing that you have given to me thus far, past, present, and within my future. Tonight was very interesting at work, and I had a very interesting conversation with one of my co-workers, and the topic of conversation was about age. So I asked them what is their age, and I guessed incorrectly. So they told me their correct age, and I basically foreshadowed my age. They didn't ask me, I just foreshadowed my age and told them I'm 47 years old. Their mouth, you guys, literally dropped, and they could not believe that 47 came out of my mouth. They said to me in return, no offense, I thought that you were in your mid-30s. And why would I take offense to that? No, I'm not in my mid-30s. I am in my 40s. And 3 years from now, I'll be 50 years old, which means I will have lived a half of a decade. So as we were having this conversation, I was thinking to myself, if only they knew this is not me doing this alone. Source and the spiritual realm have kept me preserved for 47 years, and they're keeping me preserved for a purpose. Whatever that particular purpose is, I don't know. But Source and the spiritual realm have my back for various reasons. And lately, when I tell people my age, a lot of people are just really shocked at the fact that I am the age that I am. And a lot of people assume that I'm in my late 20s, my 30s. People really don't say anything about 40s, 50s, or 60s. It's always my 20s or my 30s. And I have a youthful spirit, I know that for sure, which keeps me youthful. But my thing is, I've been through it in regard to the hard knocks. You guys know, because I foreshadowed this with you all, that back in the days I used to sell my body, not for drugs, but the fact that I was a lost soul and did not know myself is what had me out there on the streets. And I lived that particular lifestyle for some years, and you would think that I would look a little bit more, how can I say it? Just a little bit more run down than what I am, and I'm not. I've done methamphetamine for over 10 years of my life, and not judging a book by its cover, but we know what those true methamphetamine addicts look like in regard to the bad skin, the messed up teeth, the sores all over the place, just the disheveled look, those particular methamphetamine addicts. But let's not get it twisted. Not all methamphetamine addicts look like the stereotype. There are your doctors, there are your lawyers, there are your school teachers, there are your mothers next door. There are a vast variety of there are a vast variety, you guys, of individuals within this world that are using that particular devil's drug, and they don't fit the norm. So yes, methamphetamine has a hold of a lot of people, you guys, and I still to this day bear the scars from that particular drug. Like, for instance, on my forehead, I broke out really bad back in my Vegas days, and these are the scars of methamphetamine. I have those particular scars on my shoulders and on my back, and this is the reason why I don't wear certain clothing, because I don't want to show those particular scars that methamphetamine left on my body. As you guys can see, these are the scars of methamphetamine. And I would pick and pick and pick when I would break out. I believe it was this scar right here. It was really, really bad. And the skin was so hard, and I was just digging my nails into it and just peeling and peeling, and I was just bleeding all over the place, and I didn't care because I was just taken over by the drug, that I didn't care what I was doing to my skin at all. Over here. So yes, I bear the scars of methamphetamine, but it could be a lot worse, and it's not. No, my teeth aren't messed up from methamphetamine. My teeth are pretty much this way because I grind my teeth and I have an overbite, and that's pretty much, and my gap, and that's pretty much all that's wrong with my teeth, aside from the fact that I need braces and I need a little bit of cosmetic work done. But aside from that, my teeth are fine. People can joke about my teeth all day long, but it could be worse than this. I have a detached retina. I can't see, well, I can see, but I can only see how can I say it? In a nutshell, legally, I am blind out of my right eye, and my eye is shaped like a football, and it's a lot bigger than my left eye. And I was teased about it really bad back in my days, and I always felt like one side of my body was a lie, which is the left side, and the right side of my body was just my dead side because of my eye situation. But it could be a lot worse. I could not have any vision at all. None whatsoever. But I still have the capabilities of viewing the world and seeing people, places, and things. I'm still granted that. So I am grateful and I'm blessed. And I guess my biggest thing is, you guys, it just could be a lot worse. And I know that I complain about the silliest things when I still have life. And there are people that I grew up with around my age that aren't here anymore due to whatever circumstances, but I am. And I put myself in dangerous situations where I could have been killed. But Source and the spiritual realm protected me and put all that energy into protecting me for their various reasons. And I'm going to find out. So I don't know, tonight was just one of those nights at work. That whole conversation just, it just made me think. I could be grateful for a lot of more things that I'm not grateful for, about. And I know that didn't come out right, but I should be grateful for a lot of more things that I'm not grateful about. And I need to start being a lot more grateful in regard to Source in the spiritual realm, because they really truly have put in a lot of work, effort, time, energy, and resources and whatever else they could in regard to myself and my life. And they're continuously doing this. They didn't have to give me 50 followers, but they did here on my YouTube platform. Even though I have more followers on my other platforms, who cares? Source and the spiritual realm gave me 50 abnormals, and I am truly grateful for that. So I just wanted to just rush home and just sit here and just tell Source in the spiritual realm that I truly, truly thank you guys for keeping me well preserved for 47 years. And hopefully you guys keep me well preserved for the next 40 something years. The older that I get, the more youthful that I feel and appear. I don't know, it just seems like the the time of aging is reversing itself with me. You know, I don't have any gray hairs except one that grows over here. No, I didn't dye my beard because of that gray hair. I dyed my beard because I wanted to dye my beard, but aside from that, I have no gray hairs. When individuals my age have shit, they're basically silver foxes, and I mean, my goodness. Wow. Well, anyway, I'm going to end this particular video source. But once again, thank you in the spiritual realm very much for 47 years, you know, and counting. And until my next blessing source, you have a good, give me a hug source, matter of fact. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to end this particular content and you all have a good one. Thank you, source, again. All right, namaste.